Howdy, Coach Kahl.
Howdy.
Welcome back for another week.
Thank you.
After 8 games, you had your 8-game win streak snapped on Saturday by Minnesota Morris. But last weekend, you secured the number 2 seed in the UMAC Conference Tournament, which is very important now, especially because the NCAA AQ is on the line for the national tournament coming up in a couple weeks. But you want to talk a little bit about your team's performance from last weekend?
Yeah, I was excited with the way we played. I thought we came out Friday night and were able to avenge a loss from earlier in the season. And Presentation had played really well against us at their place, and I thought we came out and played really well together. I think we had 4 people in double figures on Friday night, and another one that was really close. So I was proud of the way they came out and responded and played well, and especially without our leading scorer in the game on Friday night. And then Saturday was just a really good basketball game. It was an intense game. I think both teams defended really hard, and Morris started to creep out in a lead, and our girls just wouldn't go away, and that was fun to see. They just kept plugging away and had a chance at the end, just couldn't quite make enough plays. But it was a fun game to be a part of, and congratulations to Morris on winning the conference championship that day. They've had a very good team, so it was a fun game to be a part of on Saturday.
You came into this program in May, and team had I think it had a 15-13 overall record last year. What, based on your expectations, how has this team performed, and how have they responded to a new coach, a new style of play, things like that?
Well, you never know quite what to have as expectations when you're coming in with a new program with players you don't know much about. But I've been very proud of the way they've progressed throughout the year. We had that long stretch in the beginning of the season where we didn't play very well, and it was a little bit frustrating. But since we kind of got over that hump a little bit, I think we've been playing much better, and it's been a fun group. They've really been fun to work with. We had a stretch where we didn't win very many games on the road, but we've kind of overcome that and winning our last 3 road games, and we'll have another challenge this weekend. But to be in the playoffs, which was a goal of ours, and to have a home game in the playoffs, that's exactly what you want going into the season. And now it comes down to who's being able to play the best basketball at this time of the year, and we'll find that out here over the next week or so.
Given that you can't get any higher in the conference standings, you can't get any lower, you're locked into that number 2 seed, which just short of being a UMAC champion is about the next best thing you could hope for. How will you go into this weekend's games at Bethany Lutheran and Martin Luther? How will you approach those?
Well, we're not going to approach them much differently than we have any other game. We want to continue to play good basketball. We want to continue to do the things that we've done up to this point. Bethany, Martin Luther, both really good teams, both still fighting for playoff positioning themselves, so I know it'll be intense weekends, and you can use that to prepare yourself for the playoffs. So we'll prepare just the way we have. They gave us both tough games when they were at our place, so I'm anticipating 2 tough games, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to play well and hopefully get a couple wins.
You went without Katie DeWitt last weekend, who was out with an injury. Will we see her this weekend, you think?
You just never know. The nature of her injury is, sometimes when you have head injuries, you're just not exactly sure exactly how things are going to go. So we're going to kind of play it day by day and see where she's at. She's getting better, which is a good sign, and then we'll just kind of see where it goes from there, and probably know more on Friday, I guess.
We saw, since she didn't play this last weekend, someone who really stepped up, not in her place, but kind of in her own role in a way, was Tanya Dickey. Whether it was shooting or going to the hoop. Can you reference that a little bit?
Yeah, Tanya did a nice job. Tanya had a good weekend. Tanya's been playing really, really well up to leading up to this weekend as well. And I thought everybody did a good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, but you need somebody to step up and make those plays. And I thought Tanya did a lot of that. Tanya took the ball to the basket hard. She made some perimeter shots. So she's been a good leader for us. She got hit in the hand and had to sit out for a little while on Friday night, but she was able to bounce back on Saturday, and she's one of our best defenders, and she's becoming one of our more consistent offensive players, which is good because it's fun to see her enjoying that role a little bit because she's a good basketball player.
I know we can't talk names due to compliance issues, but looking forward a little bit, I know you don't want to look forward too much, but from a recruiting aspect, what will your team be looking for most to bring in for new talent?
Good basketball players. I mean, wherever they're at, and with as many people as we lose to graduation, we're just looking to add good basketball players, and that's a fun part of the job. And I think people are excited about Northwestern. I think they're excited about coming here. think they're excited about the players that are coming back and how fun they are to play with. So looking forward to some of the people that will be here new next year, and I think it'll be a fun year again. And we're looking forward to getting them on campus and seeing what we can do from here on out.